Good afternoon, all you weird, wild, wonderful people live out there in YouTube land. You'll forgive me because I'm not feeling very, very well. I've got a bit of a tummy bug and yeah, I'm feeling like crap. So just give it a minute or two so people can come in. Um, yeah, this tummy bug is, uh, it's flattening. Anyway, yeah. So it's not some sort of secret. Hey Sheila, how you doing, darling? It's no secret that my dad has done time. It's never been a secret. He has been so open about it. And anybody asks me about it, I'm open about it too. He's nothing to hide. Um, he done his time, and that's it. He was an ordinary decent criminal, as they used to say. Um, I'm not laughing at the fact of, well, I am because they were all mad fuckers back in the day. Um, Yeah, I'm doing. I've nothing to hide, Sheila. I don't have nothing to hide. My dad has nothing to hide. I mean, he's been interviewed tons of times and he's spoken about it. It's not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal, but it's not a big deal to us because we don't hide stuff like that. I'm not somebody that would hide the fact that he was an alcoholic or that he got mixed up with drugs or with this, that, and the other. It's life. Not everybody walks the same path. But he's been very, very open and honest about his past and about his life, and I'm incredibly proud of him. I mean, you can say what you want, think what you want. I really don't care. He's my father, and I'm incredibly proud of him. As for his miracle, yeah, he got a miracle. He's still here, and I'm so, so happy that he's still here. And I pray every day for people that have cancer that they get to spend more time with their families. So, you know, I don't use my father's illness as anything, I'm probably hyper focused on it and more protective. Um, Being who I am, I suppose that's just how I am. Hey Brian, hey bedtime. Being that's who I am. Yeah, I suppose I do hyper focus on him. Because he's my dad. I love him. Hey MRH, how you doing? Um, Yeah, he did get his miracle. He pulled through when we didn't think he would. Um, Unfortunately, he isn't clear from cancer. He isn't, but we don't talk like that, My dad, he's an aging hippie, you talk about something, you give it power, don't talk about it, don't mention it, and it'll go away. Not always the way, unfortunately. It's, look, it is what it is. We take each day as it comes. He has his good days and good weeks, and he has his bad weeks, and we just accept it. It is the way it is. And as long as he's, happy enough getting on with his day, that's all I can ask for. That's all I'm happy. That's all I can ask for. Now, as regarding anybody else talking about my family, there's quite a bit known about your own, my love, and you, and your own past behavior, and your own criminal past, and your alcoholic past. So, just don't start throwing stones in glass houses, sweetheart. Okay? Hey, Lady Witch, just be careful. Don't start throwing stones in glass houses. I'm not going to out anybody about their lives or their this or their that. It's not my place. Hey, Stella, how's it going? But you sit there in all your bollockology, and you have the fucking neck to look down at people. Go and fuck right off. That's what I'm telling you to do now. Go and fuck right off. Because you know what? My dad is worth 10 of you. Absolute fucking 10 of you. The guy is pure gold. He does anything for anybody. Always has, always will. He's such a good heart. He's a good man, and there's nobody going to be talking badly about him. Not in front of me. No way. And yes, he does. Yes, he is sick. And yeah, as I said, I do probably hyper focus on him because it's who I am. And dare I mention the word being autistic or ADHD or anything like that? And oh, I'm using that. Oh, I'm pulling out that card. No, it's just how my brain works. Sorry. If that upsets you, if that, disturbs you, well, that's your problem. It's not mine. You deal with it. And if I do talk about it, maybe I'm having a bad day. Maybe he's had a bad day. Maybe something's happened with that day. And maybe I'm just talking about it because I'm frustrated or upset about something. And whatever I do, it's none of your business. None of your business. And yes, if I put it out there, if I'm putting it on a live, yeah, you can comment about it, but it doesn't mean that I have to listen to it or take any of your bullshit, because I'm not gonna. Hey, Nene. Um, oh, bedtime. I keep meaning to make you a bloody mod, and I can't do it when I'm on here now. I'll have to do it later. Um, so yeah, so I'm not going to apologize, for my dad being an ordinary decent criminal when he was a younger man. You know, he has a past. We all have a past. There's nobody any angels on here. Let me just tell you that not one person on here is an angel. Nobody here has a clean sheet. Not one person. And if you think that that's going to upset me, think again. It doesn't upset me at all. In fact, it just makes me prouder of knowing where he was, how life was for him back then, and where he is now. I am incredibly proud of him, and I adore my dad to pieces. I love him to bits. Um, yeah, and that's all I have to say about that. And yes, I am incredibly grateful, and I thank God every day that he's here with us, because as you know, we lost my auntie very quickly through cancer, unfortunately. My dad's brother had it. He had prostate cancer, and it wasn't looking too good for him for a while. He lost a kidney through his chemo, and I think there was just so much. And another auntie, then thankfully it was cutting time. She just has to do 3 rounds of radiation therapy. Um, this was only at Christmas she was diagnosed, but they got it early. So cancer is a big deal to me and our family. It's a very, very big deal. Um, and maybe I'm probably a bit too hyper focused on it or fixated on it. Maybe I am. I don't know. But when it's surrounding your family like that, and everybody close to you just seems to get sick, and really, really sick, you start to worry about it quite a lot, and it plays on your mind quite a lot. And yeah, I'm not going to deny that. Yeah, maybe I did have a bit of an unhealthy fixation on it because he's my dad. You know, you get one dad, you get one mum. That's it. Um, so yeah, so that's it. That's that's the story there. But I'm not going to sit here and whine and whinge and moan. And if you're all butthurt that I'm friends with Granny Fanny, that's just tough shit. That's tough shit. All your nasty past and nasty shit is coming out now, and it's all your own faults. It's not nothing to do with us. I'm not asking the man anything. I'm certainly not sitting him down making him say anything to anybody. He's tired of you all. He's tired of all your lies and your bullshit and your scheming and your backstabbing. This is why he's come forward. He's told you all that. So how I'm getting the blame for what Granny Fanny says or does. Are you off your head? Nobody tells that man what to do or what to say or how to do or how to say anything. He's his own man. He's very, very much like my husband and my father. They're their own man. They'll think and do what they fucking please, when they see fit to do it, I should say. So if you're irritated by your past behavior or upset by your past behavior, that's your problem. It's not my problem. you know? And yeah, Linda, you have so much crap on people. It's not nice when it's reverted, is it? It's not nice now. Do you feel hunted down? Do you feel like people are watching you everywhere you go now? Because everybody I think has felt like that at one point or another. It was hinted to me before, oh, quite a while back, that people knew where I lived and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, yeah, and am I supposed to be upset over that? Am I supposed to be scared? Because if you think that's the kind of thing that scares me, you're very fucking mistaken. To the point where I posted pictures of my house earlier on. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, did I post a very quick video last night of a certain person's house and took it down? Yes, I did. I absolutely did. Hey, YouTube lady. I absolutely did. I'm not going to deny that. I won't deny it. I absolutely did. Did I say who it was? Nope. No, I didn't. I just put it up because somebody else wanted it and I couldn't send it to them, unfortunately. So they grabbed it. And I took it straight down. And if they posted it on their channel, that's their business, nothing to do with me. So, I thought to myself, well, okay, in fairness, I did do that. Well, then I don't have aerial pictures of my house, but I will post pictures that I've taken of it. So I posted pictures that I took of my house, and I left those pictures up a hell of a lot longer than I left that couple of seconds of a video up. I left it up a hell of a lot longer. So no bitching, please. We won't be having any of that bitching, because what I'm happy to do to you, I'm happy to do to myself. Um. So yeah, that's that. And if anybody wants to come up and have a chat, absolutely, you're more than welcome. Let me have a look. Exactly, people were trying to control the narrative and dictate what you were supposed to say about things. I know, Lady Witch. I know, it's ridiculous. He's a fucking grown man. He's been around. He's seen it all. I mean, and he's allowed his opinion, and he's allowed to say what he has to say. You know what I mean? And just because they don't like it, that's just tough shit. I mean, I don't understand people. If you fall out with somebody and you've had a really close friendship with somebody, why in the name of God would you go around bad mouthing them, sharing videos, sharing voicemails, sharing emails, sharing text messages, private text messages that were all part of your friendship? When it meant something to you, out of, I mean, that's just, there's nothing there inside you that has any morals, or like, I don't understand yous. I really don't. And it's still driving yous all mental that yous don't know what happened with us and Bam, and yous aren't going to know. None of yous are going to know. You can decide in your own minds what you think happened. Yeah, Brian, you're right. They can decide in their own minds what they think happened, but they're never going to know. And that's fine by us. And like, they all think that, and I really don't want to keep bringing Bam's name up into everything, because they seem to make everything about her in some twisted way. Some way it always leads back to her. But no, no. But nobody had a big fight with Bam. Hey, Callie, honey. Nobody had a big fight with her. There was no mean words slung around the place. I mean, we just came to a parting of ways. Yeah, that was it. There was no like screaming, roaring, and fuck you, and I hate you, and this, that, and the other. And there was none of that. None of it. It was all very sort of quiet, really, for a finish. Like, it was yeah. Hey, Brian, darling. So yeah, so that was that. And I don't like the fact that people keep dragging her into absolutely everything that happens on here. I mean, anytime we're brought up, she's brought up. And okay, fine, we were her mods, but we weren't, we weren't her fucking minders or her keepers. I mean, anybody who knew her knew that she had her own minds, and done her own thing. But we walked away and kept the reason. Yeah, exactly, we did. Yeah, slight disagreement. Yeah. Well, yes, there was. There absolutely was, Brian. You took the piss. You really did. But we did. We walked away and kept the reasons why private, because it was private, and it was between friends. And, we're adults. And I'd like to think we're adult enough to be able to make these decisions and, behave like adults. And if I behave childish, and if you don't like the crap that you're receiving now, well, you should think back on your past behavior and the past shit that you've ditched out. And you can sit there and pretend that you've never said anything, you've never done anything. Everything and anything you've said has always been veiled. we always know who you were talking about. All these veiled fucking nasty shit and stabs that been thrown our way. We're not idiots. We see through it, you know. And sometimes they have been directed directly at us. You see, the thing is, you seem to forget. People send me screenshots of comments in all sorts of chats. You know, I've seen them all, and I know everybody else has. I've seen them all. You know, but it's really not going to. It's really not going to like derail my day. But I was sent screenshots earlier on, and I just thought I laughed. I actually did laugh. I thought it was funny. Um, yeah. So that's my dad. But you know, I'm not going to sit here and defend him. I've nothing to defend him for. You know. I'm not turning into. I even. I know how very dare me. I'm not gonna like sit here and defend, as I said, defend my dad. He's not. I've nothing to defend him for. He served his time. He's done whatever it was he needed to do, and you know, and it was a very, very, very long time ago. You know, the man is in his 70s now. I think he was early 20s when that happened. So you know, it's a very long time ago. Um, so yeah, I mean, like, what did you think? Do you think I'm ashamed of my father? Do you think I'm ashamed of his past? Well, let me tell you something. In order to be where he is today, he needed to have that past, you know, and he wouldn't be the man he is today without it. So I, for one, am incredibly proud and I'm incredibly grateful to have the father that I have. And I just pray every day that, you know, we get longer and longer and longer and longer, you know, because every day is important when somebody that you love quite dearly is quite ill. So, you know, every day is important. So, yeah. So if you have anything else to say, bitch, you can come on here anytime you like. There's the link. You're not blocked. None of you are blocked, but none of you will like come to my face and say anything. That to me screams of cowardice, really does, you know. So you can sit there and you can make all your little posts and all your little shitty fucking whatever, your comments. I don't give a fuck. Sorry to upset you now. Hey crafty darling. I'm sorry to upset you, but I don't give a fuck. And I just wanted to come on and make sure that you know that I don't care. I really don't care. You know, he's a really good man. He's a really good man, and I love him to pieces. And that's about it. Sticks and stones. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know absolutely. Hey, Kiss, darling. Oh, I was just saying I was sent a couple of screenshots earlier on, and you know, about my dad and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, how is this news? This isn't news. You know, one quick Google search if you know his name, you know, which I don't know how they know his name, but however, probably Linda. But you know, one quick Google search and it's all there. You know, it's like it's nothing that any of us have ever hidden. Why would we? You know, I'm incredibly proud of the man that he is, you know, and he's done all this work himself. So, you know, I take my hat off to him. Um, you know, but just this crap of trying to say that my dad is completely well and there's nothing wrong with him and he got a miracle. Well, that's not really true, is it? You know, it really isn't true. What miracle he got was he was alive. He came through that. Um, he that was one of his scans. That was one of the scans after he had his chemo where the it had metastasized and there was big tumors, but the tumors had gone down, but the cancer hadn't gone away. But dad didn't hear that. You know what I mean? Bless him. You know, as I say, he's an old hippie. He won't talk about it, won't mention the C word. You know, you give it power and all this kind of thing. But, you know, look at whatever keeps him happy. Whatever keeps him happy, you know. But so I just wanted to correct that. You know, as I said, COVID knows what it's like. You know, his dad is the same. He's got cancer and you know, they're grand for a while, and then they kind of go down, and then they come back up, and then they go. Yeah, it's swings and roundabouts. You just take the good days with the bad days, and that's all you can do, really. Breaking news: a man we've never met did a thing many years ago. Everyone, look. I know. Well, they brought up your dad into this. Yeah, yeah, they do. They. I don't know why they keep thinking that I'm using my dad, but you see, the thing that they don't seem to understand is I'm getting screenshots from people where I see him being brought up and mentioned in people's chats that have absolutely, like, no business mentioning my dad, none whatsoever. And I see these screenshots and I'm like, what the fuck? And I've let a lot of it slide, but I'm not gonna let it slide anymore. I'm not. And I don't keep crap in my phone from people or anybody. I'm not interested. You know, um could you imagine, if my daughters or my husband picked up my phone and they're like, "What in the name of God is in your picture folder?" I'm like, "It's YouTube." No, I'm sorry. Like, I don't keep crap like that on my phone. I do. Why would I? I'm sorry. I don't think like that, and I certainly don't have fucking terabytes of people's information to be used against them. Like, I don't understand these fucking people. I really don't. So if somebody is butthurt that I posted their house picture video for, like, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes at the very most, well, I went out this morning and doxed myself, and I put my house picture up there, and I left it up for a good 10 minutes. So we're not having any of that. Oh, this is terrible. That's terrible. Sorry, we're not doing any of that. As I said, do unto others as they would do unto you. And so, yeah, okay. I thought, okay, I'll post my house because that's only fair. And it'll save you a lot of time and effort going looking for mine. You know, drama community. How you doing? Drama community news. So I just thought I'd save them, the time and effort trying to find me and trying to find my house. So I just thought, you know what, there you go. There's my house. And it is a lovely house, but it was a lot of work to get it where it is. But I'm proud of it. I love it. As I'm sure we're all proud of our homes. But yeah, so that was really all I wanted to come on and say. Don't ever think that you're going to make me ever feel ashamed of my dad, because that's something that is never, ever going to happen. He done what he done. He paid his dues, and that's the end of it. You know, um, or maybe not. I really don't care. Your opinion means zero to me. When you can't even be honest with yourself about your own alcoholism and about your own shitty past, do not sit there and pretend to take the fucking moral high ground with me, you fucking toothless bitch. Because you're starting to get on my nerves just a little bit. Like, when I think of my dad and I think of you, ugh, you make me want to fucking vomit. No, it isn't any of their business. I know. Well, I do live, I do live very remotely. Hey Vids, how you doing? I do live very remotely. It is very remote, and even with a map, people don't find us. I generally have to go out and meet people somewhere along the road because nobody can find me. But yeah, so that's it. So if you think somehow or some way that I'm gonna feel ashamed of my father for his past, no, I don't. It's the opposite, because he wouldn't be the man he is today without it. So you can shove that up your arse. You sit on it long enough, don't you? Stinking cunt. God forgive me. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Oh my dear God, I'll be ostracized from the community. Sorry, Frida. Sorry, I said the C word. Sorry. So if anybody wants to come up, I will post the link again. Yeah, I'm say what you want about me. I really don't give a shit what you say about me. I kind of laugh at it all now. I really do. But don't speak about any of my family. Don't, because you might find out that Well, we might know a little bit about yours, but we choose not to. We choose not to. Are you hearing me? I hope you're hearing me. We choose not to say anything. Yeah? You getting it? You got it? Good. Yeah. Yeah, I know. There's lots of things that we know, lots of things we've been told. But yeah, we we choose to say nothing. Yeah, you too, Vids. Have a good one, darling. Um, yeah, and that's it. I just came up for a quick one. I just wanted to clear up a few little things. And that's it really. What they don't know, they make up. Oh, sure, I know. They've always done that. YouTube lady. Hi, YouTube lady. I can't remember if I said hello to you or not. They've always done that, and they fill in the blanks themselves. If they can't figure it out or find it out, they just figure, do you know? I can't even think. I feel so sick. I have I think she's got a crush. Well, I'm sorry, I'm married and I don't bend that way, my dear. I don't bend that way for anybody. But yeah, so that's it really. I mean, as I say, if anybody wants to come up quick for a chat, absolutely do. If not, I'm gonna duck out because I really don't feel great. But yeah, do your you know do your worst to me. I really don't care. Do your worst to me. Say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. I really don't care. But you leave my family alone. That's it. That's all I have to say. You leave my family alone. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say because I don't think I have anything else to say. You know, it's people. It's really not that deep. YouTube really is not that deep. It isn't. And if you fuck around, expect to be fucked around with. You're like not one of us here have got clean hands. I'm gonna admit it. I haven't got clean hands. I've spoken about people. Absolutely, I have. And I know none of yous have clean hands. That's for damn fucking sure. So don't be giving all, oh my God, she said this, she did that, she said this. Like you lot haven't done that and worse. Seriously, like just get a fucking life. Get offline for a little while, you know? But yeah, what I'm gonna say is, you can come for me all you like, come for my throat. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But, enough talking about my family, enough talking about my father. Yeah. I know you're perfect, Jackie. Damn, I'm sorry. I lumped you in with the rest of us. How very dare I? How very dare I? But yeah, it's just as simple as that. You can say what you like about me. I don't give a fuck. But you leave my family alone. Yeah, and I think, I think somebody is just really jealous because she hasn't been mentioned by anybody and she's feeling a little bit left out of the club. Believe you and me, sweetheart, you don't want our attention. And you certainly don't want mine. Yeah. So on that note, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I'm gonna go and lie back down because I've had enough of this foolishness. But I wasn't gonna let anybody think that I was ashamed of my father because I'm not. I'm incredibly proud of him. I love him dearly. And yeah, that's about it. All right, folks. Chat to you soon. Bye bye.